Hello, my dear students. Today in maths we are going to start the second unit of our mathematics. That is, second unit is algebra. Recently we have finished our first unit, number system, in which we have seen the four chapters: rational numbers, exponents, square and square roots, and fourth one, cube and cube roots. These four chapters were there in the first unit, number system. Now today we are going to start with the second unit, which name is algebra. Now you know algebra means what? You are familiar with this word algebra. So in this unit algebra, first chapter is algebraic expressions and special product. It is chapter number 5 of whole textbook. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn all the concepts which are related with the algebraic expression and special product. So before starting the actual concepts in the chapter, let us revise some basic concepts which are required to understand the algebraic expressions and the concepts which we have learned last year. Okay, see, the first concept is constant and variable. Now constant means what? The symbol in algebraic expression that has the fixed value, like see these numbers. Okay, for example, see this 4, 2 upon 5, minus 7, or we can say 9 upon 12. So these such numbers are called constant because their value is fixed. Okay, 4 means its value is 4 only. It's not 5 or 6. Its value is 4 only. Means what is the meaning to say that their values are fixed, constant, so they are called constant. Whereas variable means what? Variable, the meaning is in the word itself, vary means varied means keep on changing or different. Okay, so variable means the symbol whose values are different, and generally variables are denoted by the alphabets X, Y, Z, A, M, and any alphabet. Okay, A to Z, any alphabet can be used as a variable. Okay, so this is about constant and variable. Then next term is algebraic expressions. Okay, now what is meant by algebraic expressions? Algebraic expression is combination of these variables and constant, like combinations of variables and constant connected by the basic mathematical operators, that is basic mathematical sign, you know, plus, minus, multiplication, division. So this is variable x plus 5, this is variable constant connected by the basic mathematical operators, that is plus sign. So x plus 5 is called algebraic expression, or 2x plus 7y plus 3, algebraic expression. Okay, or 5x minus 7, between 5 and x there is multiplication sign. Okay, so 5x minus 7, this is algebraic expression. Okay, now terms means what? Now see, suppose this is algebraic expression. In this, the part of algebraic expression, three parts are there: 1, 2, and 3. These three parts of algebraic expression. This is the part with variable. This is also part with variable. This is constant. These three parts of variable, they are connected or separated by this plus sign. Plus, or there can be minus. The part of algebraic expressions which are joined or connected with the plus or minus sign, they are called as terms. So this is first one term, this is second, this is third. Total in this algebraic expression there are total 3 terms. Okay, whereas if you see this is one term, this is second term. Both the terms are separated by plus sign. Understood? So each part of the algebraic expression separated by plus or minus sign, this is important, plus or minus sign, they are called as terms. Okay, the next concept is like terms and unlike terms. Now like terms means what? Here like terms means the terms with same variable, same literal factor. literal means later, same literal factor. For example, 2xy, 7xy, 5yx, they are, these terms, all these three terms are with same literal factor, same variable. See here xy, here also xy, correct? That's why these three terms are said to be like terms. Whereas unlike terms means what? The terms with different literal factors, like 2x square y, 7xy square, 5x z. Okay, so these three terms, if you take or if you observe, their literal factors, their variables are different. That's why these are called unlike terms. Whereas these three terms are like terms because their variables, literal factors are same. Okay. Next, coefficient. Coefficient means what? Suppose if you talk about this term 2xy. Here this is what? Number and this is letter. Both are called coefficient of each other. Coefficient means companion, friends. Okay, so both 2 and xy are called coefficient of each other, but they have separate name. Since 2 is the number, so 2 is called numerical coefficient. What? Numerical coefficient. Whereas xy are said to be literal coefficient. Literal means later. Literal coefficient. Okay. So these 5 terms which we have learned last year, we have revised them. I hope you have understood this. The next term is types of algebraic expression. Now we have seen here algebraic expressions means what? X plus y. The combination of variable and constant joined or connected by basic mathematical operators are said to be algebraic expressions. Here we have some types of algebraic expressions. First type is monomial. Mono means one. Mono means one. The algebraic expression with single term. The algebraic expression with single term, like minus 3xy. Only one term is there. Or 4x square y. Correct? These are the algebraic expressions. See, 3 and xy, between them there is multiplication signs. That's why this is also expression, algebraic expression. Okay. So these are the algebraic expression with single term. That's why they are called as a monomial. Okay. Binomial. Bi indicates two. Bi indicates two. There will be two terms like x plus 3y. Or x plus 7, x minus 8y, or so on. So there are two terms here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Correct? There are two terms. That's why they are said to be binomial. Binomial. Trinomial. Tri indicates 3. Correct? So there will be three terms. What we can say? 2x plus 3x square plus 4. Okay, three different terms are there. They are not like, they are unlike, three unlike terms. 2x plus 3x square plus 4. Total three terms are there. That's why it is called as a trinomial. Which algebraic expression? Trinomial. Okay, if it is like this, 3x plus 4x plus 8. Is it trinomial? See, 3x plus 4x plus 8. Initially, if you will observe, you will look, there are three terms. You will observe that there are three terms, but no. This is 3x and 4x, they are like terms. Okay, they are like terms, that's why they can be combined. 3x plus 4x, total 7x plus 8. See, it is not trinomial, it is binomial actually. Understood? So, I said you here three terms, but they should be unlike. Then we can say it is trinomial. Understood? Multinomial. Multinomial means what? The algebraic expressions with two or more than two. Algebraic expressions with two or more than two terms, it is called multinomial. Okay, so these are some basic concepts or basic terms in the algebraic expressions which we have done last year. This was just the review for you. Okay, if you want in detail, go in the textbook, you will get the detailed definitions of these terms. Understood? Two more concepts are there that we will see after this. Now let us see the next concept, that is polynomial. So what is basically polynomial means? See, polynomials means not a different concept. It is also an algebraic expression, but special kind of algebraic expression. See here, into polynomials there are two types: polynomial in one variable and polynomial in two or more variables. Okay, so let us see first about polynomial in one variable. So what is meant by polynomial in one variable? The meaning is in that term itself, one variable. That means obviously there will be one variable in that expression. So such algebraic expression which is in the form of a plus bx plus cx square plus dx cube. Okay, so if any algebraic expression is in this form, a plus bx plus cx square plus dx cube, where a, b, c and d, these are the constant and x is the variable. If any algebraic expression is in this form, this is called the polynomial in one variable. Now you might be thinking that is there only x cube? It can be ex raised to 4 also, and goes on. It can goes on increasing, or any one term can be missing also. Means you can write in this way also a plus bx. This is also polynomial in one variable, or a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, or directly dx cube. Okay, so this is also polynomial in one variable. The basic important thing is that they should be either increasing order or decreasing order. Understood? And this a, b, c, d, e, these should be the constant. This should be the constant, and there must be one variable. If it is x, then x everywhere. Along with all terms, there must be x. Their powers can be different, but variable should be same, xx or yy, whatever. Now a, b, c, d are constant. Okay, x is variable. The important thing is power of variable are positive integers. All the powers, here power is 1, 2, 3. They should be positive integers. Non-negative integers means positive integers. They must not be like this. They must not be minus 2 or x raised to 1 by 2. No. They should be positive integers. Mind it, keep it in mind. Okay. So this is the speciality of this polynomial in one variable, that powers of the variable are positive integers and variable is, there is one variable. Okay. Degree of polynomial. This is another subterm we can say in this polynomial, that degree of polynomial. Sometimes we have to find what is the degree of polynomial. So degree means what? Basically the highest power. Highest power, the term having highest power of variable. It is called as the degree of that polynomial in this. So in polynomial in one variable, degree of polynomial means what? Greatest power of the variable present in the expression. Now in this expression, the greatest power is 3. Greatest power of x is 3. That's why degree of this expression is 3. Okay. Here you see the example 6 plus 8a. This is also polynomial in one variable. Okay. Now here variable is 8, 6 and 8 are the constant. So here highest degree, highest power is 1 itself. Okay. So the degree of this polynomial is 1 and variable is 8. Here 4x cube minus 2x plus 3. Now this, see here 4x cube minus 2x plus 3. This is in descending order. Okay. So here variable is x, 4, 2 and 3 are constant. And the variable with highest power is this. The term with highest power of variable is this, 3. So 3 is the degree of this polynomial. Understood? So this was about polynomial in one variable. The next type of the polynomial is polynomials in two or more variables. So basically there will be two or more variables present in that algebraic expression. See, it involves two or more variables. Okay, powers of variable are positive integers, like same like polynomial in one variable. Here also powers of variable should be positive integers. There should not be negative integers or fraction. Okay, constant can be, this constant can be negative or decimals or any square root, whatever. Okay, but powers, the powers of variable should be positive integers. Okay, now here degree of term, first there is degree of term, then there is degree of polynomial. So both this we need to understand. Okay, there is no directly degree of polynomial. First we need to understand what is degree of term, because why, here directly we found the degree of polynomial because there was only one variable. Here there are two variables. Okay, so we need to understand how to find the degree of polynomial, and to find the degree of polynomial first we must know the degree of each term in present in that expression. See here, for example, 4x plus 4y square plus 4xy. Okay, so this is polynomial in two variables because there are two variables x and y. X and y, two variables are there. Okay, now first if you see, there are total three terms, 1, 2 and these three terms are there. Let us first find degree of each term. Now degree of each term is what? The power of, or the sum of the powers present in that powers of the variables present in that term. Okay, now in this first term there is only one variable x, it has power 1. So degree of this polynomial, the degree of this term is 1. Fine. Here in the second term variable is y, only one variable is there and it has power 2. So degree of this term is 2. Correct? But see in the term third, this term, there are two variables, this x and y. X has power 1 and y has power 1. So what is degree of this term? Can you guess? What is degree of this third term? 1? No. The degree of this term is sum of these powers of both the variables. That is 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So degree of this expression is, degree of this term is 2. Correct? Sum of the powers of both the variables or variables present in that term. Understood? So first we have found here degree of each term in this polynomial in two or more variable. First we have found degree of each term because there can be two or more variables present in each term. Okay. So first we have found degree of each term. Now degree of polynomial, whole polynomial. What will be the degree of polynomial? Here we have taken that highest power of variable, we have taken as a degree of polynomial. So here what we have to take, highest, greatest only, but what? Greatest sum. Greatest sum will be the degree of polynomial. So in these three terms, which term has greatest sum of power? 2 and 2. 2 times 2 is there. That is greatest is 2 only. So the degree of this polynomial is nothing but 2. Okay. See the second example, 11x square y square plus 4xy minus 2xy square. Now here, what will be the degree of each term and what will be the degree of whole polynomial? Let us see first degree of each term. 11x square y square. See here two variables are there. X has power 2, y has power also 2. So what will be degree of this term? 2 plus 2, 4. Correct? Then this 4xy, here x has power 1, y has power 1, so 1 plus 1, 2. Degree of this term is 2. And here minus 2xy square. So here x has power 1, y has power 2, so 1 plus 2, 3. So degree of this term is 3. Okay. Degree of first term is 4. Degree of second term is 2 and degree of this third term is 3. So now first we have found the degree of each term. Now tell me, or now guess, what is the degree of whole polynomial? Yes, The degree of whole polynomial is the greatest sum of the powers of variables present in each term. So here greatest sum is 4. So degree of this polynomial is nothing but 4. Understood? So this was some basic information about these two polynomials in one variable and polynomials in two or more variables. Okay? The things which you need to keep it in mind that the polynomial in one variable is in this form: a plus bx plus cx square plus dx cube, or opposite also dx cube plus cx square plus bx plus a. Okay, ascending order or descending order. This a, b, c, d, these are constant can be negative, decimal numbers, fraction, any square root, anything. But the powers of variables should be positive integers. Okay, and the degree of polynomial. In this polynomial in one variable, degree to find degree of polynomial is very easy. Highest power of variable, since there is only one variable. But here polynomial in two or more variables, first we need to find degree of each term, that we have to add the powers of variables present in each term, and the highest power, okay, highest sum of the powers of the variables is the degree of that whole polynomial. Okay, so now write these things in your notebook. Let's learn now addition and subtraction of this polynomial. Okay, exercise 5a we are going to start, in which we are going to learn the addition and subtraction of this polynomial in one variable and two variables. See, first question, add 2xy minus 2xy, 5xy minus 2xy minus 11xy and 8xy. Okay, so these four terms we have to add. So basically, to add these polynomials or add these terms, we have two methods. Okay, first directly by horizontal method, and secondly arranging the like terms in the column. Okay, but here we are going to add by horizontal methods. What is that basically? First, let us write them, since it is addition, let us write them in the form of addition. 5xy plus minus 2xy plus minus 11xy plus 8xy. Okay, done. Now if you observe, all these four terms have same literal coefficient, that is xy, means they are like terms, right? So we can directly add them because like terms can be added. Okay, like terms can be added. This thing keep it in mind. So 5xy, first remove the bracket, minus plus minus 2xy plus minus 11xy plus 8xy. Now since all these four terms have same literal coefficient, correct, xy, so we can add or subtract their numerical coefficient. We have to add or subtract only numerical coefficient, not literal coefficient. And when we can add or subtract numerical coefficient, when their literal coefficients are same, that means they are, when they are like terms, at that time only we can add or subtract their numerical coefficient. Okay, so see here, 5 minus 2 minus 11 plus 8, and here xy take common. So do this, 5 minus 2 3, correct? 3 minus 11 is minus 8, correct? And minus 8 plus 8, 0. So 0 xy means 0. Okay, see, 5 minus 2 is 3 minus 11 minus 8, and minus 8 plus 8, 0. 0 xy means 0. Understood? Now see, in this first question, example number 5. example number 5 is 4x square minus 5xy plus 3y square, 8x square plus 7xy minus 6y square, and minus 2x square minus 9xy plus 13y square. So these three polynomials are given. We have to add them. So let us combine them by putting plus sign between each of the expression. 3y square plus, take next expression down, plus, now see, since it is minus, so I have put here sign, bracket. Okay, let's remove the bracket first. 4x remaining terms write as it is down. 8x square plus 7xy minus 6y square plus minus, when there is plus sign out of the bracket, inside signs remain as it is. So minus 2x square minus 9xy plus 13y square. Done. Now the next step is take like terms together, combine like terms together. Okay, so see here 4x square. Which are other terms having literal coefficient x square? See this 8x square minus 2x square. Okay, so take them together, plus 8x square and minus 2x square. Then second, minus 5xy. So which are other terms with xy? Plus 7xy and minus 9xy. Okay. Then third, plus 3y square. Now which are other terms with literal coefficient y square? This minus 6y square and plus 13y square. Okay. Now we know that we can add or subtract the terms with same variable. Okay. So here see 4x square, 8x square, minus 2x square. This is one group, this is another group, and this is third group. So we can add or subtract them. So see here 4 plus, what we have to add? Only numerical coefficient. 4 plus 8, 12. 12 minus 2, 10x square. Okay, 10x square. Minus 5 plus 7, minus 5 plus 7, 2, correct? 7 is greater, so plus 2. 2 plus 2 minus 9, plus 2 minus 9 again, minus 7. So, minus 7xy. Okay? And here, 3 minus 6, minus 3, minus 3 plus 13, 10, plus 10, y square. Understood? So this is our answer of this addition of these polynomials. Okay. So remaining 3 examples in this question you have to try. Then see here question number 2. Subtract first 3x minus 5 from 8x minus 17. Okay. See this language. This expression we have to subtract from 8x minus 17. That means while arranging for subtraction, second, the expression written after from this, that we will take first. Okay, so 8x minus 17 minus, subtract, so minus this expression. Okay, now before writing this expression, we have to put this into bracket. Remember, when there is subtraction, the second expression we need to put into bracket. Why? Because due to the subtraction sign, there will be the change in the sign of the terms in the second expression. Okay. So see here, let us remove bracket first. Minus and plus, minus 3x. Minus minus plus 5. Okay. So these changes will be there due to the bracket. So be careful. While when there is subtraction, the second expression which you are going to write, that must be kept in the bracket. Now like terms take together 8x and another like term is 3x, so minus 3x, minus 17 and 5 plus 5. So 8x minus 3x and minus 17 plus 5. 8x minus 3x, 5x, okay, and minus 17 plus 5, minus 12. So 5x minus 12. Next, subtract minus 8xy from 7xy. So obviously 7xy will come first. 7xy minus, this minus sign for subtraction, minus 8xy. Okay. This minus sign belongs to this term, so keep it with this term, and this minus sign belongs to the given instruction, subtract. So 7xy minus minus plus 8xy. Both are like terms with the same literal coefficient xy, so their numerical coefficients will get added. 7 plus 8, 15xy. Understood? See third one. 2x square minus 5x plus 10, subtract from 5x square minus 11x plus 19. So this expression we need to write first. Pay attention. 5x square minus 11x plus 19, okay, over minus this, but we need to put this into the bracket. Okay, first remove the bracket. For that, the first expression write as it is. Okay, minus into plus 2x square minus 2x square. Okay, minus plus 5x and minus 10. Understood? Now next step is like terms take together. So 5x square minus 2x square minus 11x plus 5x plus 19 minus 10. So this is one group, this is one group, this is one group. 5x square minus 2x square, 3x square. Okay? Minus 11x plus 5x, minus 11x plus 5x, minus 6x. Understood why minus 6x? Because 11 is greater and it has negative sign. So plus 19 minus 10 plus 9. 90 minus 10, 9. Okay. So in this way we have to do the subtraction of the polynomials or algebraic expressions. Remaining examples in exercise 5a you have to try by yourself. Understood? So thank you for today. Have a good day.